A warm welcome from the heart of Munich at the Data Protection Café. Today, we are discussing data protection and ID card copies. Many places in Germany, both private and public, require ID card copies. In the online sector, online verification procedures are often used. Today, we want to take a closer look at the conditions under which this is possible. Let's take a look at the legal framework in the Identity Card Act. Here is Section 20, Paragraph 2, in a slightly abridged version. The ID card may only be photographed by the ID card holder or with the holder's consent. If personal data is collected from the ID card by making a copy, the data collecting entity may only do so with the consent of the ID card holder. The provisions of general data protection law remain unaffected. So, how can the affected individual ensure that only the necessary data is collected? And what are the practical conditions that apply here? When is the presentation of an ID card copy even considered? Well, this is the case when there is no other way to identify the individual. For example, in the online sector, if the affected person is informed about already stored data, such as sending a one-time password to an email address can be identified, an ID card copy may be considered. In businesses where an ID card copy is required, it should also be noted that, as a standard practice, the ID card should only be presented, not copied. As a rule, it is sufficient to document that an ID card has been viewed and the accuracy of the data has been confirmed. If a copy is unavoidable, the non-required information should be redacted by the ID card holder or the person copying the ID card. The ID card copy must also be deleted immediately once it is no longer needed. Exceptions apply particularly to the financial services industry. There are special laws in this sector that specifically require the creation and storage of ID card copies. And for service providers offering online verification procedures, there is a requirement to pay special attention to technical and organizational measures to protect against unauthorized data access. To quote Camus, "A man is always a victim of his truths." And with that, ID card copies are only permissible in exceptional cases. Generally, presenting the ID card is sufficient. Possibly, the data should be redacted. And if an ID card copy was indeed necessary, it should be deleted immediately, once the identification process is completed. What else has happened? The police in Bavaria also want to pave the way nationwide. More about this in the link in the description. Enjoy reading.